What's going on, everybody? This is TAETRO, and today I want to talk to you about the heart of any setup, the audio interface. And I'm going to start this little series, the Holiday Buyer's Guide, so you can get the producer in your life or yourself an awesome gift this holiday season. So it's really common for people who want to buy gifts for people who have home studios, or even for people who are just starting their home studios, to not really understand what equipment is and why they need it. So let me just go over what an audio interface is really quick. Alright, so you're in your home studio and you've got your device for making music, that's your laptop or your iPad, and then you've got your headphones, and you just connect your headphones usually to your computer, but now you've got a nice pair of studio monitors. So enter the interface. So now you've got the interface that connects to your computer that can also output to your headphones and the studio monitors. Enter in an external instrument and you can plug that right into the interface. You can even do this with a microphone to record audio. Now with some interfaces this is going to be all that you can do, but a bigger interface will have more inputs and more outputs to connect more instruments or microphones. Top 3 things I'm looking at when I'm purchasing an audio interface are the number of inputs, the number of outputs, and if it can power my condenser microphone. Now let me show you my 3 favorite audio interfaces for home studios right now. And I will preface this by saying these are 3 relatively compact and small audio interfaces, and they come in all sorts of sizes for different uses, but for my solo setup, these are perfect. The first interface I'm going to show you is the Focusrite Itraq Solo. It's a really beautiful compact interface that has 2 inputs, a microphone input and an instrument input, and the microphone input can power a condenser microphone. It's got 2 outputs, one for your headphones and one for your monitors with RCA cables, and it is worth noting that most larger monitors use balanced cables called TRS cables. That said, a lot of monitors do support both RCA and TRS. The best part about the Itraq Solo is that you can connect it not only to your computer but also to your iPad. Next up is my workhorse, the Focusrite Scarlett II, and I've had this interface for years and it has never let me down. 2i2 meaning that it has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. You notice that these inputs look a little bit different than the previous model because these inputs support both instrument cables and XLR cables. Both of the inputs also support phantom power for condenser microphones. On the front, you've got your headphone out, and on the back, you've got your left and right line outputs for TRS cables. And it is worth noting that a lot of smaller, more beginner branded monitors do not actually have TRS inputs on the back. Like I said, this is my favorite interface and it has lasted me for so long, and the Scarlett range goes from a Scarlett Solo all the way up to a model that has 18 inputs and 20 outputs. You can really get so much from the Scarlett range. Last but certainly not least, we have the Arturia Audio Fuse, proving that big things can come in small packages. Now you wouldn't think you would be able to get so much out of a little box like this, but just by looking at the top of the interface you can see how much control you really have over input level, output level, phase invert, send power to your microphones, independent control over your headphone volume and your speaker volume. In the front you can see the 2 inputs as well as the headphone outputs, but if you turn this interface around, that's where the magic really happens. I recommend you just take a minute and pause the video here so you can stare at all the things that this interface has to offer. You've got MIDI in, multiple speaker outs, phono in, as well as a USB hub for all of your MIDI controllers, or anything else powered by USB. The Audio Fuse might be the highest price on this list, but it packs the most into the smallest package. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this first episode of the Holiday Buyer's Guide. Which audio interface do you think fits your setup the most? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to follow me on all my other social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and free sound packs, click that subscribe button down below. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.